Good afternoon, all. Can you hear me?
Good
Somebody is there. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, it's better to switch on your videos, right? If not, teacher doesn't know that who is there like that. I think there. Right. Please, everyone, switch on your videos, petio. अभी videos की कौन करेगा मुझे? Right? Most of the faces are not familiar for me. මොකද මගේ ක්ලාස් එකේ ඉන්න එක්කෙනයි දෙන්නයි නේද? සමනලේ ඉන්නවා, නෙතුමි ඉන්නවා. others මගේ ක්ලාස් වලයි නෙමෙයිනේ. ඒක නිසා මට චුට්ටක් ඔයාලගේ මූණ බලන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. I think you all can hear me, right? Because I need to show you, see your faces. It would be very easy for me to continue the class today. හරි මට මූණ දකින්න එක හොඳයි. නෙතුචි රෙහාන් සහන්‍යා සදකිරි සහිතයි. I think you all come from grade 6 to 8. The ළමයි කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද grade 9 අය? Is there anyone come from the grade 9? No. If you are from grade 9, please raise your hand. Grade 9 කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද පැටියෝ? No. Alright. So I hope that from grade 6 to 8, all the students are here, right? 30 students joined. Right. You know that why do you join today? What I going to study today? මොනවාද ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ කියලා දන්නවද? Geography. Very good. Geography. But there's another small part. Part of the geography. The topic was on the link. මොකද්ද තිබුණේ පුතේ? Basic knowledge of geography. හරි වීඩියෝ එක ඔන් වෙන්නේ නැති අය ඔහම ඉන්න. අපි අද කතා කරන්නේ what is geography and which part of you are going to study. හරි මොන වගේ කොටස්ද ඔයාලා geography වල ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. The some students those who are in my classes they know very well. Right, we continue with the lessons. අපි lessons ගෙනියන නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ ගන්නවා. දැන් අනිත් ගොඩක් අය මට new faces නේ don't worry. Right, I'll teach you all. මම හැමෝටමයි කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ. From grade 6 to 8, all the students commonly අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ. What is geography, right? First, I want you to give some knowledge about what is geography. What is geography? Pute, under the geography, there are two basic parts. Right? Two things. The first one is human geography. Human geography.
Animal.
Other part is physical geography. Right? Physical geography. Most of the time we are studying this part from grade 6, 7, 8 students. They are studying this part only. If you are studying geography for grade 10, 11, 12, 13 like that age, you will learn the human geography. But when you come to grade 9, you will learn little part of this part. Human geography වල පොඩි කොටසක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. හරි. පුතේ මට briefly raise your hand the students those who are coming from the grade 6. 6 වසරේ ඉන්නවනම් මට පොඩ්ඩක් raise hand කරන්න පුතේ. මොකද මට approach එක ගන්න ලේසි. 1 2 3 4 right. First, I want you to show the video about the geography, right? Wait. Commonly I'll explain. මම පොදුවේ කියන්නේ if you can't understand while I'm explaining please ask me. කාට හරි මම කියන වේගය වැඩි නම් මගේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්ම කියනවා වැඩි නම් පුතේ මට කියන්න I can explain it in Sinhala also, right? Don't be shy to ask me. Right? Mostly we are going to study about the geography. I want you to show few videos. Here we are not writing. Why we need copy godakki අද ලියන්නේ නැහැ. From next week only we can start our writing parts. අපි ලබන සතියේ ඉඳලා තමයි මොනවා හරි note down කරන්න අද නිකන් බලාගෙන ඉන්න. Right?
English sing. Geography. Sky. The sky is so high. Sky. Land. We are standing on the land. Land. Mountain. The mountain shoots up. Mountain. Forest. Many animals live in a forest. Forest. Field. There are wide fields. Field. Rainforest. A rainforest has lots of rain. Rainforest. Desert. A desert is a very hot and dry place. Desert. Sea. The sea is very deep and blue. Sea. Island. An island is surrounded by the sea. Island. River. A river flows into the sea. River. Lake. A lake is as smooth as a mirror. Lake. Valley. A valley is a lowland between two mountains. Valley. Waterfall. A waterfall falls from a cliff. Waterfall.
Review.
Desert. Field. rainforest, river, sea, sky, valley, waterfall,
The things which are studying about the geography, we call them as a geographical features, right? We call them as a geographical features. Geographical features. Now you watch the geographical features. Can anybody tell me that what are they? Geographical features. Yes?
Teacher, I think little bit.
Sorry?
I think little bit.
Again, Pute?
I can tell little bit.
Right, tell. Tell the answers with you. Doesn't matter.
Waterfall, rainforest, forest.
Yeah. Waterfall.
Land,
To study.
Land.
Very good. Land.
forest, waterfall, island,
Island. Very good.
land, sea, rainforest, river, sail,
Desert,
Rainforest. Mountain.
mountains, river, forest,
Mountain. Valley.
Desert.
Yes, good.
valley, river, sea,
Rivers. Yes, rivers.
sea, paddies,
Paddy field.
desert,
Paddy field. Yes. What else?
desert,
Sea.
desert,
Lake.
Madam,
Yes, put
Desert.
it.
lake,
Lakes, yeah, we wrote lake. What else?
desert,
Desert, yes, I have forgotten. Desert. Yes,
sky,
sky. Didn't I write? Sky. Right. Put in the things which are studying under the geography, we call them as a geographical features. Actually, in the field of the geography, we are going to study those things. Right? We are studying all about this. From grade 6 to 9, we all are studying about this. Can you write the topic geographical features and write this little note on your book? Right? Body note के साथ क्या होता है?
totally significant.
എൻ്റെ ടീച്ചർ അതിനെ കുത്തിയിട്ട്
Once you finish, raise your hand. Few of them are still writing. Okay, doesn't matter. Take your time and write. Right, right. In geography, normally we study those parts: waterfalls, land, geographical fields. And on there would be another one. We are studying about the earth also. In geography, we are studying about the earth also. Right?
Sun.
Earth.
Sun.
Yeah, earth, sun. Very good. Sun. Right? Yeah.
Cloud.
Solar system. Right? Solar system. Those things. We are studying all those things, right? Under the geography.
Cloud.
Yes, Petio?
Stars.
Yeah. Wait.
Excuse me, teacher, I can't see the board. The last one, see.
Last one, lakes, Pute. Lakes.
Okay.
Lakes,
teacher,
huh?
thank you. Okay, teacher, thank you.
Okay, welcome. Once you finish, raise your hand. Right? Did you finish?
I can't see down part.
Right. Just put it, and lastly I wrote a sun solar system like that thing, right? Shall I erase the board? Right. And also, we study the environment surrounded the environment surrounding our school. found in our school. Right? Right. Our school also. We are studying about our school. Can anyone tell me that what you can see? What you can identify around your school? What are the things?
Buildings, flats,
Sorry?
cupboard,
Buildings,
Classes.
buildings,
Not in the
Cupboard.
school. Around.
playground,
Alright, okay. Please.
cupboard,
Library.
cupboard,
IT lab,
Yes, Pute.
IT lab,
Lab. Other schools. Yeah, building.
cupboard,
Other schools.
cupboard. Madam, cupboard,
Sorry, Petio.
cupboard,
Cupboards. They are in the classroom. Factories. Factories. Shops. No, shops.
bus stand,
Bus stand.
station,
railway station,
Hospital.
vehicle,
Very good. Hospital. Bank. Right, enough. Now write those things. After that, I am going to the video. I wrote the video after you wrote this. Raise your hand once you finish.
Epani,
Finish. And also today we are studying the thing. Shall I raise this? Yes. And also we are studying the things. What are the things in the earth? What are the things in the earth can be seen? What are the things in the earth? What you can see in the earth? As we discussed before, rivers,
oceans,
ocean, yes, mountain,
islands,
desert, no,
islands,
sorry,
islands,
valleys,
Madam, islands,
sorry, Petio,
islands,
islands, those things, right? Don't not need to write those things because we already wrote those things. Now I go to the video.
so
You are studying most of the things which are in the earth. You can see the lights. Light means where the land, right? This we are taken from the space to tape. You can see the land area and ocean area, and the area where contain the water always appear in blue color. After that, change this video to small one. Normally it looks like this. The things you draw, the mountains and everything is there. Glaciers, right? Glaciers, no. Water, you can see this area covered with water. Covered with water, that's why it's like it's like a blue planet. We call Earth as a blue planet today because of this area covered with water. You can see. These satellite, right, always monitored by the satellite. At the night, it will appear like this. Right, now I'll change this to the small video.
Earth is the third planet from the Sun. You probably already know a lot about the planet Earth, because Earth is the planet where we live. Although it is the largest of the inner planets, or the four rocky planets that orbit nearest the Sun, the Earth is far, far smaller than the four gas giants that circle the outer edges of the solar system. The Earth is also the first planet traveling out from the Sun to have a moon, and the only planet in the solar system to have only one moon. The Earth is unique among the planets of the solar system because Earth is the only planet that has liquid water on its surface. Other planets are are either too hot, causing all their water to evaporate into gases, or too cold, causing any water they have to freeze into ice. The Earth is about 93 million miles, or 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, which keeps it at just the right temperature to have liquid water. And the Earth has a lot of water. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans. That means that the oceans are more than twice the size of all the land on Earth. Because Earth has so much water on it, it is sometimes called the blue planet. Liquid water is what allows life to exist on Earth. As far as we know, Earth is the only place that life exists. Millions of species of plants and animals call the planet Earth home, including humans. Earth's atmosphere is another important feature. The atmosphere is a thick layer of gases that covers the entire Earth. It is mostly made of nitrogen and oxygen. The atmosphere is what allows us to breathe. It also helps keep the Earth warm by acting like a blanket to hold in the sun's heat. Another way the atmosphere helps us is by protecting the Earth from harmful radiation from the sun, and also from meteors. Anything falling to the Earth from space is rubbed against the gases in the atmosphere until they burn. Most things burn up completely before they reach the surface, but even anything that makes it through is much smaller by the time it hits the ground. The Earth goes around the sun. The time it takes to go around the sun is called a year. It takes the Earth about 365 days to travel around the sun once. That is why a year is usually 365 days. The Earth also rotates, or spins. The time it takes for the Earth to rotate once is called a day. The Earth rotates every 24 hours, and that is why a day is 24 hours long. The Earth does not rotate straight up and down. It is tilted. There is an imaginary line through the Earth from the North Pole to the South Pole called the Earth's axis. And this axis is tilted at about 23 degrees. Why is it important that the Earth is tilted? Well, the tilt of the Earth's axis is what causes the seasons. When a part of the Earth is tilted towards the sun, it will be summer there. When it is tilted away from the sun, it will be winter instead. The inside of the Earth is very different from the outside. If you were to cut the Earth in half, you could see that it is made up of different layers. The outermost layer, called the crust, is where we live. The Earth's crust is cool and solid. Everything you see, trees, mountains, rivers, houses, and even the oceans, are sitting on top of the Earth's crust. The crust is so thick that humans have never been able to dig deep enough to break through it. But the crust is only a thin layer on the surface of the Earth. Underneath the crust is the mantle. The mantle is a thick layer of molten rock or magma. It is the thickest layer of the Earth. Sometimes magma from the mantle will come up to the surface through volcanoes. The core is at the very center of the Earth, and it is very, very hot, with a temperature of thousands of degrees. It is made of metal, mostly iron and nickel. Even though it is very hot, it is under so much pressure that it is solid. The Earth is important to us because it is our home. About 7 billion people live on Earth right now, as well as millions of species of plants and animals. So far, we have not found any other planet in the entire universe that would make a good home for us. So it is important that we take care of the planet we have. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Earth today. Goodbye till next time.
Good. And also, we are studying about the, yes, Betty, you speak in there.
Teacher, can you show the environment surrounding part? I can take a screenshot.
Which one put it?
The environment surrounding.
Wait, put it.
Okay.
I deleted the page. I don't know whether
It comes.
it won't come here. But didn't you write, Pute? Tell me, then I can help you.
Teacher, my history is disturbing me. She is younger.
අයියෝ පැටියෝ right. අපි next time බලමු. හරි කමක් නැහැ. Don't think much. හිතන්න එපා. මොකද ගොඩාක් දේවල් අපි common විදිහට කතා කරන්නේ. මම ඒක delete කරලා පුතේ දෙන්න I can't undo it. Right? So and also you are studying about the solar system.
The recording come now.
Yeah. You can take the recording. Huh?
Okay.
We are also studying about the solar system. We study about the school, right? And the district, countries, and we also study about the solar system. Solar system formed with the sun and Mercury, right? 8 planets. 8 planets with the asteroid. Yeah, comets. Astrological belt. It's the astrological belt. Those who are in grade 8, they know this very well. Grade 8 in 9, we know the Ganama. But others also going to study this part, right? The solar system formed like this. Can you write this? Put it. We are going to make that. Today we are going to discuss our new lesson.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, Pute.
What is the last point?
Last one.
Yes,
Astrological belt. Sorry. Wait. Come with Liliana. Astrological belt. Wait.
Excuse me, Miss.
Yes, Petio.
When does the class end?
මොකද්ද පුතේ?
When does the class end?
3:30. Another 12 minutes more. Right. Did you finish? Yes. Yes. I need to go to our solar system.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Yeah.
Excuse me, madam, I finished.
Our solar system. Have you ever looked up into the sky and wondered what was there? Higher than the birds, past the clouds, and farther than the moon, a whole host of fascinating objects spin in outer space. Let's imagine for a moment that we can leave the Earth behind and explore the solar system that surrounds it. We call it the solar system because everything in it is centered around the sun, and solar means something to do with the sun. The sun is a star, just like many of the stars that you can see in the night sky, just many times closer to us. Still, the sun is very, very far away from the Earth, almost 93 million miles away. That's why it looks so small, even though it's the biggest object in the solar system. In fact, the sun makes up more than 99% of the mass in the solar system. If you put all of the planets, moons, asteroids, comets, and everything else in the solar system together, they would make up less than 0.25% of it. The sun is so big that it's more than 100 times wider than the Earth, and if it were a giant jar, you could fit more than 1 million Earths into it. More than that, the sun is what holds the solar system together. Its massive gravity is what keeps the Earth and all the other planets circling around it instead of drifting off into space. The sun is also what allows us to live on Earth. Without the sun, there would be no heat. There would be no light. Plants could not grow. Water would freeze, and nothing could survive. The sun gives us heat and light because it is always burning. It is a giant ball of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium, and it burns at millions of degrees in its center. Let's leave the sun now to explore the planets. As we move away from the sun, the first planet we will encounter is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system, much smaller than Earth, and one of only 5 planets you can see from Earth using nothing but your eyes. Of course, it won't look much like a planet. It looks more like a bright star, and many nights you can see it close to the horizon near sunrise and sunset. Mercury is a lot like our moon. It's small and has a rocky surface with craters on it. It has no moon of its own and no air to breathe. You probably wouldn't enjoy a visit to Mercury, since temperatures are boiling hot in the sun and freezing cold in the shade. Something interesting about Mercury is that it is the fastest planet to go around the sun. It only takes 88 days. Next is Venus, the second planet. Some people call Venus Earth's sister because the two planets are very close in size and gravity, but they are very different on the surface. First of all, it is very hot. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. It's not as close to the sun as Mercury, but its thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide helps it to trap the heat and stay warmer than its neighbor. It has a thick atmosphere, but it is not one you could breathe. It is mostly made of carbon dioxide, and there are clouds of sulfuric acid. Venus might not be fun to visit, but it is beautiful to look at. It is the second brightest object in the night sky. The only thing brighter is the moon. If you are looking at a sunrise or a sunset and suddenly notice what looks like a very bright star, you are probably looking at Venus. After Venus comes Earth, the third planet from the sun. Of course, you know all about Earth because that's the planet where we live. Earth is what's called a Goldilocks planet because it's not too hot and not too cold. It is just right. As far as we know, Earth is the only planet to have living things. Let's leave Earth again for a moment, though, and visit Mars, the fourth planet from the sun. Mars is known as the red planet because iron oxide, a material like rust in the soil, gives it a reddish color. Mars is smaller than Venus and Earth, but larger than Mercury. It is cold and rocky, with a thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide and oxygen. There is water ice on Mars. Scientists are very interested in Mars because they think that people could live there with the help of some special equipment. Rockets and probes have already been sent there to gain more information about the planet. Right now, there are 2 special robots exploring the surface of Mars, sending information back to Earth. Mars is the first planet we visited today besides Earth to have its own moons. It has 2, although they are not big and round like our moon. Mars's moons are small and irregular. Scientists think they may be captured asteroids. Maybe they came from the big asteroid belt that is between Mars and Jupiter. An asteroid belt is a big ring of asteroids, or rocky objects, orbiting the sun. Jupiter comes next, the 5th planet in the solar system. Jupiter is the largest planet and is something called a gas giant. It is called this because it is really big and made mostly of gases. Jupiter is so big that you would have to place 11 Earths end to end just to stretch across its middle. Jupiter is also the 3rd brightest object in the night sky. Only Venus and the Moon are brighter. You can usually find Jupiter higher in the sky than Venus, since Jupiter is away from the Sun and not towards it. Jupiter has at least 67 moons that circle around it, but 55 of them are very small, only about as big as a mountain or smaller. Some of its moons are very large, and at least 2 of them are about the same size as the planet Mercury. One of its moons is the largest moon in the solar system. Some of these large moons can be seen from Earth in your backyard with a telescope. People cannot land on Jupiter because it is made of gas. There is no ground to land on. Even if there was somewhere to land, Jupiter is covered by terrible storms, much stronger than even the strongest storms on Earth. One storm that we know about can be seen from Earth. We call it the Great Red Spot because that's what it looks like, and it has been going on for at least 200 years. After Jupiter comes Saturn, another gas giant. Saturn is famous for its beautiful rings. Although they look solid from a distance, the rings are actually made from many, many small ice particles, as well as rocks and dust. Saturn also has more than 60 moons orbiting around it, some as large as the planet Mercury, and many smaller. Something interesting about Saturn is that even though it is very large, it is not very dense. That means that if you could find a bathtub large enough to put Saturn in, it would float instead of sink. Saturn is the farthest planet that can be seen from Earth without the help of a telescope. After Saturn comes Uranus, the seventh planet from the Sun. Uranus is another gas giant, but it is much smaller than Saturn and Jupiter. Unlike any other planet in the solar system, it is tilted so much that it actually spins sideways. Uranus has rings around it, although they are much smaller than Saturn's, and 27 known moons. Uranus is covered in blue clouds made of methane, which give it its lovely color. Very similar to Uranus is Neptune, the eighth planet from the Sun. Neptune is another gas giant, and like Uranus, it has methane in its atmosphere, so it also looks blue. Neptune is a darker blue than Uranus, and scientists aren't sure why. Neptune has a few thin rings and 14 moons that we know about. Because Neptune is so far out in space, it takes it a very, very long time to go around the Sun. Remember Mercury, that only takes 88 days to go once around the Sun? Poor Neptune takes over 164 years to finish an orbit around the Sun. The last time that Neptune was in the same place it is now was before the American Civil War, before computers, phones, airplanes, or cars had been invented. Neptune has the longest orbit of any planet in the solar system. Now you may think that I've forgotten someone. Pluto. Pluto was discovered in 1930 and was listed as the ninth planet in the solar system. As it was studied longer, scientists realized how small it is. It is much smaller than any other planet in the solar system, and even smaller than many other moons. Plus, people started to discover other small, rocky planet-like objects in space near Pluto. Some of them were even bigger than Pluto. In 2006, after 76 years being listed as a planet, Pluto was declared a dwarf planet to show that it was something that was like a planet, but much smaller. There are at least 6 dwarf planets in the solar system.
That part I'll teach you later. Right. What you learned today? About solar system, about Earth,
Geographical features.
the rules around it, right? Those things we learn, but from the next term and onwards, we are going to learn our academic thing, right? I will give some. Today we did the introduction part of geography. Hope you all enjoy the lesson, and also I hope you will all will join the next part, right? Have a nice day. Bye bye. Good day. See you
Bye,
on next
madam.
day.
Bye, teacher. Thank you,
Have a
teacher.
nice day.
Have a nice day,
Nice
teacher.
day. Have a nice day, teacher.
Thank you. Thank
Have a
you.
nice day, teacher. Thank you.